Hi, I'm Greg Barron from Rideable Bicycle Replicas in Alameda, California, and I'm here today to teach you how to ride a high wheel bike. Riding a high wheel bike is really not all that different from riding a regular bicycle. If you can ride a regular bicycle, then there's a probability that you can ride a high wheel bike. The principles are all the same: pedal, balance, steer. There are some technical differences that I will go over as I give you my lessons, and you'll be able to think about that, know how to react when you actually get on a high wheel bike. I teach the lesson in basically three parts: how to mount, how to get on the bike; how to pedal, how to propel it, and the differences; and how to dismount from the bike, how to get off. To some people, that's the most important part, but once you get comfortable on a high wheel bike, you probably might just give up your little bike and stick with the high wheel bike. So, now that we're here and I've got bikes and I've got your attention, let's go for a ride. The first part, as I mentioned, was mounting. So what you'll do is you'll stand here with the bike between your legs, your hands on the bars, and you'll put your foot on the step like this. Now, one thing to remember about the step is they're usually pretty close to the wheel, so you have to use the front of your foot. If you use the middle of your foot and you turn the wheel's going to hit your foot, and that's going to be a problem. So, front of your foot so that the wheel can turn. Now, once you've got that figured out, the next part is going to be standing here, straddling it, foot on the step, and then you're going to push it like it's a scooter. Now, you push it until you have enough speed that you can stand up and lean against the seat. And all I want you to do is stand up and lean against the seat. I don't want you to try to sit in the seat. I don't want you to try to pedal. There's a reason for this. Once you're up and rolling and leaning against the seat, your body is in basically the same spot as it would be as if you were sitting on the seat. So this gives you the chance to feel what it's like to actually be riding the bike, while at the same time, you're able to quickly get off the bike if you need to. So, push it like it's a scooter, stand up, lean against the seat, and then when it slows down, step down. Let me demonstrate. Push, get some speed, stand up, lean against the seat. Once you slow down, it's easy just to step off. This doesn't get you trapped on the bike, and you can get comfortable and learn to get up and down. All right, so we've been through the first part, how to get up. Now we're going to go through the second part, how to pedal. Remember, push it like it's a scooter. Once it's rolling, you stand up, and then as the pedal comes up, you put your foot on the pedal and your butt in the seat. Start pedaling. Here we go. Up, foot on pedal, butt in seat, away we go. Spin the wheel by pushing down on the pedal after top dead center. Push down too soon and you get what's called torque steer, and the wheel wants to start doing this. You want to avoid that, because if you can avoid that, you'll be able to ride the bike straight, smooth as glass, piece of cake. Okay, so we've gone over your seat and your feet and how to get the bike moving and going. Let's go over a couple of the issues that a lot of new riders have that give them problems and actually scare them. I demonstrated earlier when I was riding the ability to ride in a perfectly straight line with no hands. Now, the reason for that is because I know how to spin a wheel. If your pedaling technique is something that you use on your regular bicycle, it might translate in a bad way to this bicycle, because this is a front wheel drive, front wheel steer. So everything you do here automatically translates through the axle, up the crank, to the handlebars, and to your hands. Spinning the wheel is what you want to do. What a lot of people wind up doing is turning the wheel. When that happens, it is a phenomenon, for lack of a better word, called torque steer. What happens is, I have a wheel here, like I said, that's this great big lever that's attached to your pedal, and you want it to go round and round, but you're sitting up here and you're pushing with your legs from behind the axle, pushing down, and what happens is all that force causes the wheel to turn rather than to spin. Well, that's weird, you say. How do you stop that? You stop that by waiting for the pedal and crank to get past top dead center. Remember, top dead center is that spot, the highest point on the revolution of your pedal. Wait for a few until it gets a few degrees past and then push down. You're going to find out that it's going to spin. Now I'm going to do a little demonstration on torque steer and wheel spin. I've got the crank in top dead center right now. I'm going to put all my body weight on it. The bike's not going to move. Okay, so I'm putting all my body weight. I'm pushing straight down. The wheel's not spinning, is it? It's not spinning because the energy I'm exerting by my weight, that would be your legs, if I was sitting up here and my leg was doing it, it would cause the wheel to do this. Now, if I were to simply roll the crank out to here, I can push down with gentle pressure and cause the wheel to spin. So that's one of those things that you have to remember when you're in the seat. How to prevent torque steer, and you must remember to spin your wheel. As long as I still got you, let's go over a couple of techniques that will help you as you ride a high wheel bike. Again, we're back to breaking some of the bad habits you learned on other bikes and learning the habits and techniques you need for this bike. I'm going to start with body position. Body position is important because if you're too far forward and you hit something, you can go over the front of the bars. That's bad. It's called a header. It was a historically accurate term developed on these bikes. We want to try to avoid if at all possible. So you want to sit up nice and straight, pedal, balance, steer. Sit up straight. Sitting up straight shifts your body weight backwards, brings your center of gravity behind the axle, keeps the bike more stable. The only time you really want to lean forward is if you're trying to go fast. If you're trying to go fast, you're cranking so fast that you can't really go over the front. Now, for instance, if you're going down a curb, again, body position, you want to shift your weight back because if you're going down a hill and you hit a street, you get a bump, lean back, that keeps you from going over the front and being more stable. One of the other things that's critical is finding that step. It's a little thing. Some of my bikes have bigger steps. This one has a small step. Either way, you need to find the step to get off. The movement is from the hip. Swing your whole leg back and forth, pedal to step, pedal to step. In fact, if you do what I'm doing, leaning the bike up against something, you can practice finding the step. If you're riding down the street and you can't find the step because you're doing something like this, bending your leg or reaching out here, just put your foot back on the pedal, relax, try it again. Remember, the motion is through the hip in a straight line from here to here. Once you find that step, you can stand up and climb off. All right, so you figured out how to get up. You figured out how to pedal. What's next? The last thing in the three-part is how to get off the bike. What do? It's pretty simple. Let me show you. You pedal along. What you're going to do with your left foot is you're going to reach back for the step. Once your foot hits the step, all you have to do is push back, step to the side, and climb off. Just like that. All right, let's put it together and do it from here. Foot on the step, hands on the bars, push it like it's a scooter, stand up, foot on the pedal, butt in the seat, sit up straight, pedal, pedal, pedal. Make your turns. Getting off is just like getting on, but opposite. Wheel straight, foot to the pedal, stand up, and climb off. Just like that. All right, so I've just shown you how it is to ride a high wheel bike. It's not that difficult. The principles are all the same as most bicycles, pedal, balance, and steer. You just have to remember a couple of technique differences. Pedaling, body position, things like that. We're going to review, just so you know, all right? Getting on the bike. Remember, foot on the step, hands on the grips, push it like it's a scooter. Once you're rolling, stand up, lean against the seat. Learn the feel of the bike before you sit on it and have to pedal. That way you can just climb right off. No harm, no foul. Once you've gotten yourself comfortable, then you step up. And remember, pedal timing. As that pedal's coming up, you want to reach for it with your foot and sit in the seat at basically the same time so that you're under power right away. as a novice rider, power and speed are your friends. They help stabilize the bike. This is a great big gyroscope. It smooths out the faster you go. Once you've done that and you're in the saddle and you're pedaling around, body position. You want to sit up straight. If you're going downhill or over a bump, you want to lean your weight back so you shift your center of gravity back. It keeps you from going over the front. If you want to go fast, you want to go over the front and pedal because that'll drive your wheel faster. Compensate one to the other. You're going to learn. It doesn't take much. Just enjoy yourself. Finally, it's getting off. Remember, getting off is just like getting on. Wheel straight, swing your foot from the pedal to the step. The motion is from the hip. Legs straight, pedal to step, pedal to step. It's a good idea to practice that when you can. That way it becomes muscle memory. You don't have to look for the step. You don't ever want to have to look for it. It's there. Just believe in yourself, believe in the bike. You'll be good. Once your foot hits the step, you push back, you climb off, you climb down. Feet on the ground, you've done it. Way to go. So, get your bike, go out and have some fun. I'm Greg Barron from Rideable Bicycle Replicas. Thank you for watching.